What is up, Broncos fans? The Denver Broncos Show back here again to do another video. In this video, I'll be recapping and breaking down the Broncos' 29-16 win over the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night in Arrowhead Stadium. Great win for us on primetime national television against a division rival. Just a phenomenal performance by the Broncos. Probably our best win of the season. Probably our best performance this season as well, at least from a physicality standpoint. And we're now 2-0 against the Chiefs this season. We're 6-0 against them with Peyton Manning as our quarterback. We're 15-1 now against the AFC West with him as our quarterback, and 9-3 now this season with sole possession of the AFC West divisional lead. So just a great performance by us to physically manhandle this team the way we did in their own stadium in a very tough place to play in a cold game. You know, it was like 20 degrees for most of this game from the start of kickoff. Just a phenomenal performance by the Broncos, really kind of grinding this one out. 214 rushing yards against the Chiefs. We averaged 4.8 yards per carry as a team. C.J. Anderson once again was flawless for the Broncos offense. He had 32 carries for 168 yards. He had 56 rushing yards there in the first quarter. He also had a receiving touchdown in that first quarter. He was just phenomenal once again, just showing great vision. Did a great job of getting to the edge as well in the run game, making some plays on the outside, and also did a great job of running in between the tackles, running physically, and did a great job of bouncing off tacklers throughout this game. Did a great job of running through wimpy tackles by the Chiefs, and did a great job of punishing their defensive backs here in this game. Did a great job of running over their safeties, their cornerbacks, and really finishing off runs in this game, getting to that second level, and again, punishing their secondary. And a lot of people have given him a lot of the credit for our run game kind of being revived over these past two games, but I think most of that credit and most of that praise should go to our offensive line, and primarily our interior offensive line. I thought both our tackles played really well in this game, Louis Vasquez and Ryan Clady, but really where we dominated this game was inside and running the ball inside. We did a great job of running right up the middle and had a lot of success doing that here against the Chiefs defense, and that starts with Manny Ramirez and Orlando Franklin. I thought both those guys played phenomenally well here in this game. Two of the best games I've seen, two of the best performances I've seen out of them, throughout their careers and throughout their time with us. And again, both those guys just physically manhandled the Chiefs' interior defensive line, primarily Dontari Poe. Orlando Franklin completely neutralized Dontari Poe in this game and completely took him out of this game. Did a great job of physically manhandling him and winning that battle at the point of attack. And then on the flip side, Manny Ramirez also great job of winning the battle at the point of attack, but he also did a great job of making some really athletic blocks in space. Had a huge block for us on 4th and 1 that led to C.J. Anderson getting the conversion there, and then came back and had a huge block on 3rd and 1. I think it was in the fourth quarter for Juwan Thompson that led to like a 20-yard run. Got the conversion there as well. So great games out of Orlando Franklin and Manny Ramirez. Again, phenomenal performances by them. They really dominated interiorly in this game, and they were a big reason we were able to run the ball as effectively as we did here against the Chiefs defense. The Broncos also did a great job of keeping the Chiefs offense off the field and again controlling the tempo of this game, controlling the time of possession of this game. You look at the time of possession in this game, we had the ball for 38 minutes and 47 seconds. Kansas City only had it for 21 minutes and 13 seconds. We also ran 80 plays to them only running 44 plays. Just did a great job of controlling the tempo of this game, controlling the clock, again with the running game offensively, but defensively also did a great job of getting off the field on 3rd down, really not allowing their offense to ever get any rhythm whatsoever. And again, just kind of, it was pretty much the Denver Broncos show throughout most of this game. You run, again, twice as many plays as they did pretty much. You have the ball for 39 minutes. They had it for like 21. Again, just a great job of the Broncos of really controlling the tempo of this game, controlling the clock, and really just defensively doing a great job of keeping their offense off the field and not really allowing them to sustain drives or getting to a rhythm or flow on the offensive side of the football. Broncos went 2-2 on their 4th down conversions as well in this game. I love seeing that. I really love the aggressiveness from John Fox in this game. I loved his play calling here, especially the timing of the fake punt. I thought that was really, really brilliant call by John Fox. Great job by David Bruton to get that conversion for us. And then the other 4th down conversion, C.J. Anderson getting that run on 4th and 1. Great job by Manny Ramirez to get that block to lead the way for Anderson to get that conversion on 4th down. Really like the aggressiveness by John Fox. And again, those two 4th down conversions in that second quarter were huge for us. We only gave up 1 sack in this game as well. I thought our offensive line did a pretty good job protecting Peyton Manning for a majority of this game. Ryan Clady did a really good job on Tom Bali. He was pretty much a non-factor. And Louis Vasquez over at that right tackle position I thought did a very commendable job on Justin Houston. He only had 1 sack in this game. It came in that 3rd quarter. But besides that, Louis Vasquez I thought showed some great athleticism and just a great overall blocking by really neutralizing Justin Houston, who did a great job of taking their pass rushers away here in this game. And held the Chiefs to 151 total yards of offense. You love seeing that defensively. This was one of the best performances, if not the best performance so far this season by this unit. I mean, to hold a team to 151 51 total yards of offense. Just a great job of executing defensively. I mean, Kansas City started this game with 3 straight 3-and-outs in that first quarter. Really just took all the momentum from them right away. And they went 1-9 on their third down conversions. They were terrible in this game at sustaining drives. We did a great job defensively of getting off the field on third downs, and a lot of that had to do with our pass rush in this game. We did a great job again to Alex Smith. We had 6 sacks here against the Kansas City Chiefs. We hit Alex Smith 12 times, had 12 quarterback hits. You love that. We did a great job of pressuring him and really getting to him throughout this game. We beat him up pretty bad here. DeMarcus Ware had a huge game in this game. 2 tackles for loss for him as well as a sack. He had a huge sack there on 3rd and 1 for us. I think it was in play for us. We had 2 sacks by T.J. Warren, Quentin Carter on great safety blitzes. Great call by Jack Del Rio on both those plays. And then, of course, Von Miller kind of finished it up there in the fourth quarter. He had a sack and a half here in this game. That second half came in that fourth quarter. Again, just did a great job of getting pressure on Alex Smith throughout this game. And defensively, we did a great job of swarming to the ball here. Really did a great job of just kind of pressuring Kansas City wherever they went with the football, and just not giving them really any room to breathe or any room for error. It seemed like every time our offense, got stopped in this game or made a miscue, our defense came right back with a big play, getting, like I said, DeMarcus Ware with the big sack on 3rd and 1, Von Miller with the sack and a half in the fourth quarter, the big safety blitzes by T.J. Warren, Quinn Carter. And we forced 3 turnovers in this game. You love seeing that. Won the turnover battle, and again, it seemed like every time our offense lost momentum or sputtered out, our defense or our special teams made a huge play getting a turnover. Of course, one of those turnovers on the punt that hit the Chiefs player in the knee. Omar Bolden did a great job of recovering that. That was a huge play for us. Great job by Terrence Knight to tip the pass, Ware getting the interception, giving our offense great field position there right in the red zone. Then, of course, Bradley Roby with that fumble recovery there in the fourth quarter. Great hit by Raheem Moore to jar the ball loose on Donnie Avery. Just huge momentum plays, big plays by our special teams and defense. We definitely don't win this game without them, and it just seemed like every time Kansas City tried to get some momentum or they got some momentum, our defense, our special teams, again, just killed it with getting a turnover. And you only have 5 penalties for 35 yards. Did a good job of not making mental mistakes and getting stupid penalties and giving the Kansas City Chiefs free yards. You love seeing that. Looking at some of the bad things we did here in this game, you got to start with our third down conversions offensively. Now, the commentators for this game, Chris Collinsworth and Al Michaels, really made it out to be like the Broncos were just shredding the Kansas City Chiefs on third down, and that our offense was just having our way with this defense on third down, and that wasn't the case at all. It definitely was the case in the first half, but in the second half, we really sputtered out offensively and really failed to convert on third down. Overall in this game, we went 9 of 21 on our third down conversions offensively. Not a good job there. Got to be better on third down. Got to win more consistently on third down. But again, in the first half, we were phenomenal on our third down conversions. You go 7 of 10 in the first half on third down conversions, two of those third down conversions were touchdown throws by Peyton Manning. One was an absolute dime to Demaryius Thomas. The other one, nice little check down throw to C.J. Anderson, who was able to beat the linebacker. I think he beat Justin Houston for a touchdown there on that play. And Peyton Manning did a great job of getting rid of the ball quickly and was really effective passing the ball on third down in that first half. Made a beautiful throw on the run under pressure, I think, from Tamba Ali to Emmanuel Sanders, and also had a huge third down conversion, third down pass to Emmanuel Sanders there in the fourth quarter. But overall, we were pretty poor on third downs. Again, first half you go 7 of 10 on your third down conversions. In that second half you go 2 of 11. Just really did a poor job of executing. Again, I think it's because our offense kind of took the foot off the gas pedal, if you will, here. Just got to play with a more sense of urgency on the offensive end. Again, you just got to execute better, got to have better play calling on third downs, and it starts with just being more consistent. He goes 17 of 34 for 179 yards. He did have 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. You love seeing that. Did a great job, I thought, in this game of taking care of the ball for the most part. And like I said, he made some really nice throws in this game. The touchdown throw to Demaryius Thomas there in the first quarter was phenomenal, and he did a great job of distributing the ball on third down. Again, he had a couple nice throws on the run there. That one throw in the second quarter to Emmanuel Sanders on third down, hit Welker on a couple third down plays, as well as Demaryius Thomas. Did a good job of keeping the Chiefs defense guessing there on third down. Again, that throw on the run in the second quarter was great, but he did force some throws in this game. Definitely forced some throws to Emmanuel Sanders and Wes Welker there in that second half that were near interceptions. He fell down on a handoff there in that second half and continued to miss wide receivers there in that second half, consistently missed Sanders a couple times wide open. So overall, just a pretty average game for Peyton Manning, definitely by his standards. I mean, we've seen him play at an extremely high level for the past 3 seasons here in Denver. I thought he had a pretty poor outing here, but again, the first half was great on third downs and did make some nice throws as well in this game. But he's really got to stop forcing throws in. He's got to be a little bit better with his decision making. Again, didn't turn the ball over here, but definitely missed some receivers. 1 of 7 in the red zone offensively, just did not do a good job of executing as the field got shorter and finishing off drives here in this game. You got to have more of a killer instinct. I thought the play calling by Adam Gase was pretty poor down in the red zone, and then you have some miscues by Demaryius Thomas and Jacob Tamme on back-to-back plays, dropping touchdown passes that were great passes by Peyton Manning. They just got to catch it. I mean, those are miscues you can't have down in the red zone. Had a couple passes batted down to the line of scrimmage as well in the red zone. Poor execution down the red zone. You got to have more of a killer instinct. Got to show more urgency offensively, and you got to catch the fucking ball. I mean, Demaryius Thomas and Jacob Tamme, again, the great passes by Peyton Manning, great ball placement on those throws by Peyton Manning, and they just dropped them. So got to be better in the red zone. Again, starting this week against a good defense, good team in Buffalo. You got to convert better in the red zone. Got to show more of a killer instinct on the offensive side of the football. All in all, really nothing to complain about as a Broncos fan. Absolutely dominant performance here by this team. Again, beating Kansas City 29-16. Now 9-3 on the season. 2-0 against Kansas City. Great to beat them always. And now you got to, again, sole possession of that AFC West divisional lead, and now you return home to play a really tough Buffalo Bills team who's still fighting for a playoff spot themselves. The great defensive unit up there in Buffalo. Kyle Orton, obviously, very capable quarterback. We've seen that from the few seasons he had here in Denver. They got a great young emerging wideout in Sammy Watkins. And they're a smart football team. Doug Marone's really got them playing well. And again, this is a really good defensive unit in Buffalo. Going to be a great challenge for our offense on Sunday. So that's it for me, guys. Leave me a comment below with what you thought of this game between the Broncos and Chiefs and what you expect from the Broncos this Sunday when they take on the Buffalo Bills. Hopefully, we'll move to 10-3. So again, thank you for watching. And as always, go Broncos. Great to beat the Kansas City Chiefs for the 6th straight time.